History was made in the NBA Finals last night, and you probably went to bed. 8772 Radio U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. And if you went to bed at halftime, you're thinking, oh, what, the Spurs had the biggest margin of victory in a finals game ever?
No, the Knicks had that earlier.
The Knicks pulled off the biggest NBA Finals single game comeback in history.
29-point deficit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They were the Spurs were hitting every single three-pointer they took just about in the first half. They were up by over 20 points at halftime, and it seemed like it was over. And if you're a Knicks fan, I'm sure the fans were booing. I'm sure there's a lot of people probably thinking like,
here we go, series tied.
This is what the Knicks do. They got closer than ever this time, but they're just going to break our hearts. And this team battled back to pull off historic comeback.
Right. And in this playoffs, I feel like now this is what you can say, this is what the Knicks do. Because they just keep pulling it off. They just keep coming back. They will not let up. I mean, OG Anunoby hits a shot with 1.2 seconds left to win the game. It's insane, the clutch shooting they've been getting. And yeah, in normal years, you would say this is what the Knicks do as far as like, they would let the Spurs win 2 games at MSG, and then the series is tied or whatever. But this playoff run that they've been on, they just keep showing they do not give up and do not give up on them.
This is the NBA Finals that changes the course of history. It turns the Knicks from the perennial losers and sad saps, and they just find a way to throw it away even when they sometimes seem to have a chance, to now they you can never count them out.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, it's changing the course of it because it's turning Victor Wembanyama also into a villain because obviously he's hated at MSG just because he's the opponent, but he keeps getting these flagrant fouls.
Yeah.
Did you see last night he got a flagrant against Karl Anthony Towns in the second half? If that foul against Jalen Brunson in Game 3, which they reviewed later and still didn't upgrade to a flagrant, if that was a flagrant foul, he would be suspended.
Yeah, he'd be done.
So he's obviously become a villain. So this is before he gets his first NBA championship, I feel like now the tide has turned against him. And then no historic comeback can be complete without a historic collapse as well.
Yeah.
And it culminated for the Spurs with De'Aaron Fox making one of the all-time dumb plays that even gave the Knicks a chance to get that game-winning tip-in from OG Anunoby as we were down to 1 second left.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, the Knicks were trying to get a shot off with about 20 seconds left. They turned it over. De'Aaron Fox is, breaking away. He's the closest one to the basket, but there's less than 20 seconds left. He can run out the clock or the Knicks have to foul him, but he inexplicably goes up for a layup, which gets blocked.
Yeah.
And so that gives the Knicks the ball back. What was he thinking?
Not thinking. Not clearly.
He used to playing with the Kings where none of the games matters.
Well, and I don't know. That's the crazy part about this series is it's like there's been now at least 3 games that I would consider the Spurs 100% should have won them. This series should be over. The Knicks should have been swept by the Spurs.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking that last night at halftime because it's like, why were we so sure? We were here after Game 2 going, are the Spurs cooked? Is this going to be a sweep? And it's like, why are we so sure?
Like the Spurs have had every opportunity to win each of these games, and they've only won one of them.
Yeah.
That's what's insane to me.
This is, some of it definitely is the playoff inexperience coming back to bite them. They got further than many teams do, but that... It usually,
and it's just the luck. The Knicks have luck. I can't even explain it. It's just they are lucky right now.
That's what their coach Mike Brown said. He said you have to get lucky, but you also have to make your own luck.
Yes, and make shots.
The Knicks, you're down 29 points. You can give up on making luck for tonight. You're like, all right, we'll get them in Game 5, but
they don't give up.
They did not give up. So this is amazing.